Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is now 5:30, and I will call this regular meeting of the Burnsville City Council to order. It is our tradition to stand for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, and we invite you to join us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Tonight's meeting is being conducted both in person and also virtually. Our city council members and our staff members are all present in the chambers. Members of the public may attend in person, or the public can watch this meeting online at burnsvillemn.gov/meetings or Comcast Channel 16 or 859. The public can also participate through Zoom by joining us at zoom.us/join. More information is available on our meeting webpage and in the council agenda packet. And now we are at our announcements and presentations, and we also have a proclamation this evening. Our announcements have to do with all of our upcoming meetings. Regular council meetings are Monday, November 1st at 5:30 p.m. Now, our meetings are usually on Tuesdays, but because there is an election on the 2nd of November, we will conduct our meeting on Monday because it is against the law for us to hold meetings during an election. So it will be on Monday, November 1st at 5:30 p.m. and Tuesday, November 16th at 5:30 p.m. We have 2 work sessions scheduled. It was scheduled for October 26th. That work session is canceled because you might have seen it on the schedule, but it's canceled. And then we have a Tuesday work session on November 9th at 5:30 p.m. All meetings are held here in the council chambers. We do have a special council work session, and this is for crisis communication training, and that's Tuesday, November 16th at 6 p.m., and that will be held in the Dakota B conference room downstairs. This is a very important night for all of us here in the city of Burnsville. So we have a proclamation. I will read the proclamation first over at that side, and then we will also then do our Community Builders Awards. Members of the council, city staff, and honored guests, welcome. Our proclamation this evening is for Make a Difference Day. Whereas volunteer service is an investment in our future, bridging the difference that divide people by working together to solve serious social problems. And whereas the annual observance of Make a Difference Day encourages people to improve the lives of their fellow human beings by giving where there is a need, rebuilding what has been torn down, teaching where there is a desire to learn, and inspiring those who have lost hope. Whereas Burnsville is fortunate to have many caring residents who are willing to donate their valuable time, energy, and talents to make a difference in the lives of others through volunteering. And whereas at this time, we'd like to recognize and thank our many community partners for their valuable contributions throughout the year, including Beyond the Yellow Ribbon, Burnsville Athletic Club, the Burnsville Foundation, Burnsville Historical Society, Fire Muster Committee, Heart of the City Race Committee, Hockey Club, International Festival Board, the Lions Club, the Minnesota Valley Figure Skating Club, the PAC Board, Rotary Clubs, Senior Center Advisory Council, Softball Council, and the Sweet Sioux Garden Club, and many, many more. Now therefore, I, Elizabeth Couts, Mayor of the City of Burnsville, on behalf of the City Council, do hereby proclaim Saturday, October 23rd, 2021, to be Make a Difference Day in Burnsville, and urge my fellow citizens to observe this day by connecting with friends, relatives, and with religious schools and civic groups to engage in projects that make a positive difference in our community. Proclaimed this 19th day of October 2021. In Burnsville, we do gather on the in October to honor our community builders. And along with honoring our community builders, I also pin those who have been presented with the Community Builder Award with a star thrower. It's a symbol of making a difference. And the story, the inspiration for that comes from a story by Lauren Isley. And it's about a gentleman who lives down by the seashore, and every morning he takes a walk along the beach. One morning when he went down to take his walk, he saw that the beach was littered with starfish. And as he walked, he saw out in the distance someone who appeared to be dancing. And as he got closer, he saw that it was a young girl. And he got closer to her and asked, "What are you doing?" And she went over to a gunny sack and pulled out a starfish and threw it into the ocean. And she said, "Throwing starfish." He looked back where he came from, and the beach was littered with starfish, and he said, "You can't possibly make a difference." She went over and picked up another starfish and threw it into the ocean. And she looked back at him and said, "It made a difference to that one." You see, ladies and gentlemen, we make a difference in people's lives. One act at a time, one event at a time, a smile, a word can make a big difference in the life of someone. And you may never know that a simple word or a smile may have saved that person's life or made a difference in that person's life. So today we honor all of you because you make a difference in the community of Burnsville. And we thank you for all of that. So tonight is a very special, special night for us. This is our chance as the City of Burnsville, on behalf of the City Council and our staff, to celebrate the dedication and strength that our Burnsville community has presented. And we do this annually in October. And we have been doing it since 1998. So Burnsville has recognized community builders every year since 1998. And we know that the things that you do help make a lasting impact on the quality of life here in Burnsville. And we are deeply, deeply, and truly grateful for all that you do, because what you do makes a difference, and what you do makes our community what it is today and on to the future. So tonight, I am proud, on behalf of the City Council, to present 13 Community Builders Awards. Now, when I announce your name, if you would come forward to receive the award, and then I will pin you, we'll take a picture. But don't leave, because at the end of all of this, we'll also take a big group picture, if that's okay with all of you, okay? So if the members of the council can please come, because they're going to be here. And our Deputy City Manager, Mr. Lindberg. Okay, and you're going to be in charge of these, okay. And our resident photographer is going to be, Carissa Larson is going to, so she's the one we're going to have to look at, and then also for the big photo, Okay. So first, tonight we honor Buck Hill Ski Patrol. And I would like for Director Robert Vandenbos and Kirsten Hammerberg to please come up. This group of approximately 80 volunteers collectively provide more than 5,000 hours annually to first responders assistance through the Outdoor Emergency Care curriculum. This program contributes significantly to the safety and care of guests at Buck Hill ski and snowboard area. This Burnsville area landmark is served by patrollers with the core values of inclusion, volunteerism, and safety to the public. The Buck Hill Ski Patrol reaches out to community members willing to dedicate a significant amount of time. The minimum of volunteer contributions is 30 hours a month during the winter season, and most volunteers exceed this amount. Robert and the Buck Hill Ski Patrol, we thank you for your contribution to our city and for being community builders. And if you can hold on to that, and if I can pin it, if that's okay. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get. It is tough material, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this to you, because then you can. That's okay. Thank you. So how about if you want it this way? Sure. Yeah, come here, go next to me. I don't bite. And I growl. Okay, can you see everybody?
I can see everybody.
Okay.
You good? Yeah. All right, hold on, let me do one more here. All right.
Okay, thank you so much. The next recipient is Dee Peterson, the International Festival of Burnsville. Dee is being recognized for her work with the International Festival of Burnsville. Dee Peterson started volunteering for the International Festival of Burnsville in 2015, driven by a desire to connect with more people in our community and support an effort she cares about. In her role with the International Festival of Burnsville, Dee provides countless hours of support. Dee secures needed sponsors to help host the event, maintains continuous communication to meet their needs, and serves as the sponsor's concierge throughout the festival, making them feel welcome and connected. Dee's dedication to cultivating these essential relationships has been vital to the festival's success. After 5 years of serving the community in this role, Dee is now moving into full retirement, and we are so very grateful for the lasting impact that she has made. Thank you, Dee, for helping our community feel connected. One moment. This one I can. The next recipient is Debbie Beck, the Free Book Buggy. The Free Book Buggy is a growing nonprofit organization founded in 2018 and staffed entirely by more than 200 volunteers with a goal of collecting new and gently used children's books, sorting them by reading levels, and distributing them to children of low income and resource-challenged households. Debbie is the founder of the Free Book Buggy and is a tireless advocate for children's literacy. Under her leadership, they have shared more than 200,000 books, making it possible for children of all ages to start or add to their own home library. The Free Book Buggy is very active in Burnsville with numerous partners, including the Burnsville Police, School District 191, Parks and Recreation, and the 360 Communities, to name a few. Most recently, Debbie has partnered with the Burnsville High School to engage students in its mission through leadership, entrepreneurship, and junior advisory board and opportunities as this program further expands its outreach. Debbie, your program is a shining example of inclusion efforts, and we thank you for being a community builder.
Move this way just a little bit.
The next recipient is Jim and Nancy Norland. Jim and Nancy were nominated by one of their neighbors for demonstrating the true meaning of being a community builder. Just about every week, Jim and Nancy get their canoe out of the wreck at Summit Shores townhomes and load up with garbage bags and hooks. They paddle around Early Lake, picking up pounds of litter and plastics. Where it is 40 degrees or 90 degrees, the Norlands are out there fishing for litter. They even volunteer on 2 additional cleanup days during which they scour the hillsides as well as the lake, going above and beyond to keep the lake clean. In addition to being great shepherds of the lake for cleanup, they also help the city of Burnsville and the state, the DNR. The couple partners with our natural resource staff and serves as official depth and clarity monitors. And in the fall, Jim helps cut down and remove willows and buckthorn. Thank you, Jim and Nancy, for being wonderful stewards of the Burnsville community. And Nancy and Jim, you know, with all the work that you're doing, you're helping to maintain that Early Lake is out of the impaired water slips. So thank you so much.
There we go. You guys have all done this before.
Thank you. The next recipient is Joe Albuckton. Joe regularly goes the extra mile to help those facing food scarcities. Now, this is not Joe, but he is here on behalf of Joe. This is Mr. Skip Nienhuis, who nominated Joe, and Joe is unable to be here this evening and had asked Mr. Nienhuis to come on his behalf. So, Joe goes the extra mile to help those facing food scarcity. Joe takes his truck to both Aldi stores in Burnsville and picks up short-dated food. A typical run fills his pickup truck. He then delivers the food to Prince of Peace Mission Outpost so that it can be made available to those who are in need. His behind-the-scenes efforts provide a needed resource for those who are facing a financial hardship. The people who benefit from his work never meet him and may not even realize what he does, but his efforts make a big difference in the fight against hunger. Joe, thank you for all that you do for our community. And so, Mr. Nienhuis, if you can please let Joe know of our deep gratitude and appreciation. And then I will let you pin it on too. Okay, thank you. You need to come here.
Kind of tall, so he's got
Right there.
Okay, thank you. Our next recipient is Lori Thulian from the Burnsville Rotary. Lori's dedication to our community is second to none. Throughout her service as a member of the Burnsville Rotary over the past 10 years, she shares her energy and positivity in every aspect. Lori has been the Secretary and Social Chair at Rotary and head of the Sunshine Committee, sending cards and flowers to other members in need of support. Her outreach includes partnering with 360 communities, Kids and Kinship, Brain Power in a Backpack, Kids of Summer, Lewis House, Homeless Youth Initiative, the Can Do Canines, Moms, Open Arms, Open Doors, the YMCA Burnsville, Young Life, Tee It Up for the Troops, Burnsville High School Robotics, Cedar Alternative Scholarships, and so much more. Lori doesn't sleep. Lori continues to offer her time and talent to numerous ways, from fundraising to organizing to serving. It is an honor to recognize Lori as a Burnsville community builder. Thank you for everything that you do. Yeah, you're very busy because I see you all over the place. So thank you so much. Okay. Our next recipient is Marianne Ali, School District 191. Marianne Ali has served many roles in the Burnsville, Egan Savage schools, including parent, volunteer, special education assistance, interpreter, and she is now a Somali cultural liaison at 3 of our district schools. She works closely with many families to help them navigate the public school system and advocates for Somali families across Burnsville. Marianne came to the United States from East Africa 20 years ago and has lived in Burnsville for the past 14 years. When she arrived, she spoke no English and had no formal schooling. Marianne's work strongly emphasizes the importance of mentorship, strong community ties, and creating a better future for those new to our country. Marianne's recent project, We've Got You Covered, is one of many ways she is addressing community needs, and her plans include incorporating culturally appropriate sports uniform and stocking school stores with hijabs and modest clothing. These are just a few of the many ways she is helping to create positive change within the greater Burnsville community. Marianne, we thank you for your commitment to our community. Thank you. Thank you for everything that creates those standing. Thank you for everything. The next recipient is Miranda Knoll, Dakota Child and Family Clinic. Dakota Child and Family Clinic and the executive director, Miranda Knoll, were able to respond quickly when the county public health team reached out with their request for COVID testing. Within 2 weeks of agreement, clinic staff, temporary staff, and volunteers started doing barriers, free drive-up testing to anyone in the community, resulting in almost 500 tests that week. It has now been a year since they started, and they have completed around 10,000 barriers-free tests to community members. It has taken a team of more than 100 volunteers, including many healthcare students, and more than 50 temporary staff plus regular staff to do the work. Throughout this testing effort, staff started to notice other ways many community members needed support. They began offering emergency food bags for those in need, thanks to the open door and finding county grants to help monitor the mental health of those quarantined due to the positive test results. Clinic staff and volunteers shopped and delivered items to families that needed support. Thank you, Miranda, and the Dakota Child and Family Clinic for everything you do and what you have done to help our community. The next recipient is Molly Gerke. Molly is a longtime volunteer and dedicated member of the Burnsville community. Molly is the community outreach manager at Dakota Child and Family Clinic, and along with her husband, helps run COVID-19 testing, which they began in August 2020 and continue on to today. For the past 5 years, Molly has volunteered weekly at the William Byrne Elementary. She helps with the yearbook club and chess club. Molly and her husband have also been co-organizers for their neighborhood Night to Unite event for 6 years. And Molly has served on the Dakota County League of Women Voters for the past 2 years. Molly, thank you for all that you do to make a difference in Burnsville. And our next recipient is Pastor Joe Gordon, Spirit of Truth. Pastor John Gordon. So, Pastor John, you're with the Spirit of Truth Church, and it all started with a call asking if the city would consider planning a Juneteenth event. That initial phone call to our experience and engagement manager was the start to a true partnership, working hand in hand to create an inaugural Burnsville Juneteenth celebration. Pastor John's insight and guidance shaped the event into one of its significant meaning and cultural impact on our community. Our Juneteenth celebration was amazing, powerful, and created important connections. Together, we enjoyed intentional conversations, meaningful readings, and incredible entertainment. Our community members spent time connecting with each other and with our incredible community partners, including the Dakota County Library, the Black Student Union, Target, and our School District 191 superintendent. Thank you, Pastor John, for being a true community builder and making a difference to so many in Burnsville and beyond. And the next recipient is Sandra Schleifer for Kins and Kinship Volunteer. Sandra builds community by being a volunteer mentor to a teen through the Kins and Kinship program. She encourages support and listens to her mentee through many ups and downs, including throughout the challenges and obstacles of our pandemic. Sandra's commitment to Burnsville goes well beyond her work with Kins and Kinship. For 6 years, her family partnered for Burnsville's Music in the Park event. In addition, she was on the Vineyard Community Food Shelf Board and previously served on the Burnsville Chamber of Commerce Board, as well as the Ames Commission and the Heart of the City Design Review Committee. Sandra has taught her mentee about resilience, courage, and being a self-advocate. The pair is always trying new things and enjoying going on all sorts of unique experiences and adventures. Sandra, your compassion and dedication make you a true community builder, and we thank you. The next recipient is Ted Redmond, Pale Blue Dot. Ted is the owner of Pale Blue Dot, LLC, a consulting firm dedicated to helping organizations improve their operations in the areas of sustainability and climate adaptation. And he was nominated by our Public Works Director. Sustainability is one of our strategic priorities. Ted has led our sustainability plan update and climate adoption plan from a consulting standpoint. The city has made wonderful strides in this area with even more efforts on the horizon, and Ted's guidance has been essential in that success. Ted has also been instrumental in developing the Grow Burnsville concept based on the food security chapter of the sustainability plan. Ted's expertise helped us launch and continue to build this program that will have a lasting impact on our community. Thank you, Ted, for all that you do in helping us to save our planet. Okay, we have a group that's coming from the library because the next recipient is the Dakota County Library. And Chad Lubers is not here tonight because he is out of town, but he had sent his staff. So staff members, if you would come up, please. So Chad, as I said, is unable to join us this evening, but is represented by members of his staff. Christy Barnes, Yvonne Romo, Amy Mahowald, and Anna Doyle. The Dakota County Library has been a valuable partner to the city for many years. In 2021, Chad Lubers, the Burnhaven library manager, helped the city with multiple events, including our brand new Juneteenth and Pride celebration. Chad was essential in providing resources and brainstorming new ideas. The library even used their grant funding to pay for entertainment at Juneteenth and Friday Night Boogie. All of the staff at the Burnhaven Library truly care about making Burnsville a place where everyone belongs. Christy is a 15-year library employee, regularly works with the school district and our Somali community. Yvonne served as a greeter during the first 9 months of the pandemic. She is bilingual and has a talent for engaging visitors. Anna is the teen service librarian, and Amy is a customer service expert. So these wonderful women help us. And to Chad and to your staff, thank you so much. And so, Christy, I'm gonna, and then I will, can you pin the other two, and I'll pin Christy, and you go pin somebody. So, and then if you can take this back to Chad. So Kara, do you have two more?
Yep, I do.
And then come on over for the picture. Okay, come over this way.
There you go.
Okay, so can you get everybody?
Yep, everybody's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to all of our wonderful community builders. Now, the community builders would please come up to this circle half moon right here, and we'll take a big picture, and then the council and I. Okay. Right in here.
No, wouldn't either. Need to stand up. Nice to have a little tripod.
It's a tradition, Skip. It's a tradition.
Strongest person.
He always looks for you. That's right.
Do we have everybody?
Let's move over. Just
Can you get everybody? Carissa?
We'll let friends and family take some photos first.
Or the phone would be the camera of choice.
Carissa's coming in now. Okay.
Freeze or smile.
Let's see.
Do you need a
Yes, please, thank you.
see how this goes.
I would rather blame you for it later.
Chase having a heart attack right now.
Let's see, I can see Christy, so if you're over on this side of Christy, you're gonna squeeze in a little bit this way. There we go. Alright, if you can't see me, then I can't see you.
Okay, the next item on our agenda is citizens' comments. This is the opportunity for anyone that would like to address the council on an item that is not on a printed agenda and not an application form that will be coming before us at a future date. Is there anyone who wishes to address the council? Do we have anyone in queue, Ms.? Seeing no one, we will move on. The next item on the agenda is additions to the final agenda, and this is for emergency items only. Deputy City Manager, do we have any items for as an emergency item?
Nothing from staff, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Lindberg. Members of the council? No. Okay. We are at the consent agenda. The consent agenda is a group of items that's considered to be routine and will be enacted by one motion. However, an item on a consent agenda can be removed for a separate discussion and vote. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes an item to be removed for a separate discussion and vote? Ms. Hamilton, is there anyone in queue?
No, Madam Mayor.
Okay. City Manager, Deputy City Manager Lindberg, any items to be pulled?
No,
from
Madam Mayor.
staff? Members of the council? May I have a motion to adopt the consent agenda, please?
So made.
Second.
Councilmember Gustafson makes the motion, second by Councilmember Workman. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay, and the motion carries. We are at the regular agenda, and the first item on the regular agenda is a resolution establishing Juneteenth as a city holiday. Presenting this evening is Carissa Bartholomew, our Human Resource Director. Ms. Bartholomew, good evening and welcome. I think this is your first presentation before the council.
This is. Good evening, Madam Mayor and City Council. Thank you for having me this evening. As mentioned, I am excited to be here this evening and bring forward to the council for consideration a resolution establishing Juneteenth as a city holiday. Juneteenth has been recognized as a new federal holiday celebrating the freedom from slavery in the United States. At this time, the state of Minnesota does outline holidays in the state statute, but Juneteenth is not currently recognized under that statute as an official holiday recognized in statute. So staff is recommending to the council this evening to establish Juneteenth as an official city holiday with the closure of city offices and with the same rules of observance of the city holiday as any other under Minnesota state statute. And with that, staff is requesting council consideration of approval of the resolution establishing Juneteenth as a city holiday.
Any questions? If not, thank you to staff, and also thank you to our community who brought this forward and helped us to recognize this very important step in the direction of our wanting to be a welcoming community and to being in an inclusive community that is welcoming to all. So thank you so very much to our staff. And with that, I need a motion to adopt the resolution, please.
Motion to,
Go for it.
I'll defer.
I will motion to adopt this as an official city holiday.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay, and the motion carries. I will now recess the Burnsville City Council, and thank you, Ms. Bartholomew. Your first item, and you got a unanimous vote.
Thank you.
So the next, I will now recess the Burnsville City Council meeting so the Economic Development Authority meeting can take place. President Gustafson,
Thank you,
the
Madam
floor is
Mayor.
yours.
I call the Economic Development Authority meeting to order, and please note for the record that all commissioners are present. And item number 1, are there any additions to the final agenda? Seeing none, I will move on to item number 2, which is our consent agenda. May I have a motion to adopt the consent agenda?
Motion to approve?
Motion by Commissioner Workman.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Keeley. All in favor?
Aye.
That has passed. There are no items on the regular agenda tonight, so I'll take a motion to,
Motion to adjourn.
Commissioner Keeley, motions to adjourn.
Second.
Commissioner Schultz, second. All in favor?
Aye.
And we are adjourned. I hand it back to you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, President Gustafson. There are no other items to come before the city council this evening, and I will entertain a motion to adjourn the council meeting.
Move to adjourn?
Second.
Councilmember Schultz makes the motion, second by Councilmember Workman. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay, and the motion carries. Thank you and good night.